Hello guys, and welcome to Witchcraft Career History. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Well, today we're doing, I'm doing a reading for the full moon. Because at the moment we're having a full moon at the moment. It's a full moon. It's also a blue moon. And it's also the moon for the Scorpio. So I think it's upsetting me a little bit because I am a Scorpio. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. So I'm doing a full moon reading. Okay. So please pause this video if you want to meditate on which crystal is calling for you. And what crystal is calling for you, that's the reading for you. Okay, let's get to it. Alright, if you choose this crystal, this reading is for you. I will read this one a bit later. As you see, I've got a lot more cards here, so I'm reading a lot more. So there's a lot more different aspects. Alright. Alright, if you chose that crystal, I say that either yourself or your soulmate is probably have had an injury or an illness. And you're probably giving this person a bit of a tough time. You'd probably be thinking, oh, toughen up, it's not that bad. But you need to, allow him to, he or she, time, and also time for healing. And you need to be compassionate. We know that because, especially with compassion, you've got the zebra stone. So that indicates, compassion. And also I can see a rose in it. And roses seem to be also very, 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 very important. And it's to definitely do with your soulmate. So this is your partner. And we can tell that by this card. So whoever it is, it's in regards to your soulmate. And you need to be, grateful for what you have. So whatever it is, be grateful. Be grateful, for what you have. And to cherish what's, been going on. Because once again, we got this card as well. So that indicates, you need to be grateful for what's going on. And it's definitely, with your significant other. Let's put those cards down because my hands are getting full. With your significant other, it's definitely a time, for healing. Because we could definitely tell that by these two cards. The Ankh and this card, which is a blessing for injury and or illness. So it's someone in your family, or say it's your significant other, is probably going through some sort of illness, or they've injured themselves, and it's time for them to heal. And it is definitely time for healing. And it's mainly in regards to your partner. However, that being said, there's also good things coming. There is good things coming between now and the next full moon. And you guys are getting prepared for something. So there's something you're preparing for. So this is something really, really big. It's a celebration. So it could be a birthday, could be a wedding, could be a baptism, could be best friend coming around, could be a casino, it could be going to the theatre, or there's something really big. But you've got something very, very big happening between now and the next full moon. And we can tell that by this card. So, something, you've got a big event coming. A real big event. And this is pretty much, all connecting with things. Everything is connected. So whatever this big event is, it's got something to, also, I really reckon it's got something to do with your partner's health or your partner's injury. I'm not quite sure what the connection is, but I think there is some sort of connection. And things, like I said, there is some sort of connection. And you might feel like you're in a bit of a rut. You might be thinking, oh, we're going around and around and around and around and around. And it's probably due to this illness. And we can only know that you're going in a little bit of a rut, going around and around and around, mainly because, of this card. The spirals of manifestation. That, things are going around and around and around. But you're trying to make things really good. And like what I said, you got some sort of celebration. You guys got a celebration between now and the next full moon. Alright, let's read this card out for you. Dearest you, since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built, yes? A good solid foundation, and yet flexibility too, in case of an earthquake. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base, whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time, or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life. At this time, celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general sight check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome many miracles wanting to come to visit. We're so happy for you and so integral by your building. So once again, it's come back down to the celebration. Whatever the celebration is, you need to, celebrate. And also celebrate what you've got now. And once again, it's talking about, building a foundation. There's something to do with foundation. Could be something to do in the relationship. But I really reckon it's something, it's got to do something to do with your partner. It has to be with your partner. And I say, whatever this is, from what I'm reading from all this, you're getting a celebration and you need to celebrate from what you do have. because your partner at the moment is not doing well. And, and be blessed, of what you built. Be blessed of what you got. And to celebrate what you got. You need to celebrate what you got, and, being compassionate with your partner as well. You need to be compassionate. So, yeah, that's your cards if you choose this stone. If you choose this crystal, this reading is for you. Okay, if you chose this crystal, one thing what hits me in the face with pretty much nearly all of them, it's power. You definitely need power. And nearly all of these cards are saying power, power, power. They're all pretty much saying power. So between this month, between this full moon, next full moon, you're going to need to have a lot of power, or you're going to get a lot of power. So like I said, it's definitely got to do with a lot of things to do with power. And I say for whatever you had prior to this month, whatever it is getting you down. It was getting you down. And you were probably in a bit of a rut. You were very, very down, very, very upset. Could be because you're mourning for someone. You could be mourning. And we could tell that you've been, very, very sad by this card. So whatever it is, and there's a reason why I've got a funny feeling it's something to do with mourning, that you've lost someone. Someone very, very close to you. And you need to have power to try and move on. You need power to move on. And we can tell that you definitely, having power. Because, for one thing, you got the sorceress. This is power, rituals, and will. So pretty much, once again, you need the power. You need to have the will to go on. You need to go on. And also, like I said, it's something like mourning. That you're mourning for something. I'm thinking that somebody might have passed. But it also could be a relationship that broke. Because passion is also a big deal with you. We can tell by this card. However, that being said, you need to reach out. You need to reach out. But what I mean by reach out, I do not mean reaching out to family or friends. I am talking about, reaching up for a higher purpose. So, for example, praying to God or communicating with your spirit guides, because you need them on your side to help you get through this, bad time from whatever you're mourning from. We can tell that by this card, and you got fluorite as well, and that's how we could tell that Once again, you need to communicate with people or beings, on the other side. So, like, praying to God for strength or for power, and also, your spirit guides. You need to go beyond normal, think outside the box. Like, yes, you're going through a hard time prior towards, and I keep thinking you're mourning something, you're mourning a loss, and I'm really, really sorry if that, is the case. But you need to also think outside of the box. Think, think about your future. What is in your future? What do you got planned in the future? What did you and this other person, your partner, wanted you to do in the future? And we could tell that by both these two cards. By the scrying mirror and going beyond the normal. Alright, let's read this card for you. Dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim or someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about conditioning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores in you. So once again, like I said, there's something to do with your partner. Like I said, it is you're mourning something, and like you said, you're down the road, and you're probably feeling victimized. Like I said in there, you're probably feeling victimized, like going, "Oh, why me? Why me?" And that's the reason why I keep thinking it's the end of something, like. It's the end of something, or somebody has passed away. Someone who's very, very close to you has passed away. Or they have left, or they betrayed you, or something like that. But there is like pretty much a dead end. But you need to get the power to move on. And you can get the power to go beyond, and you have to think about the future. Think about the future. Go beyond. Go beyond from what you are now. Learn from your mistakes in the past and go beyond it. Think about your future. Do not allow yourself to be a victim. Alright, let's go to the next one. Now, if you choose this crystal, this reading is for you. From what I see from this one, between this full moon and the next full moon, it's going to be very, very good for you. It's going to be really, really good. And it's also going to be very good for your third eye. It's going to be very, very good. That things, what you want is going to come to fruition. And I believe that you probably have been feeling it, been sensing it or you've been having dreams about it, but you've been foreseeing it. You've been, seeing things, in regards to this. We can tell this by the fact that you've got the Queen of the Darkwood Elves. And, like I said, you've foreseen things. You've foreseen things, coming to fruition. And whatever it is, it's going to come very, very soon. So, whatever you've been foreseeing, it's going to happen very soon. I don't know exactly how soon, but it's going to be quite soon, because once again, we can tell by this. So, it's going to be very, very soon. And this life event, what you're having, these premonitions about, it will cause you to have a change of careers. That your career is going to change, or is going to affect your career. However, when you do change your career, it's going to help you perfect things in your life. Yeah, we can tell that it's definitely going to be perfected things in your life. But to gain perfection, there's other aspects as well. But once again, whatever this thing you're premonitioning, and I think it's something to do with work. It could be work, or it could be a relationship, but I think it's more likely to do with work. We could monitor that because of this. And whatever this is, whatever this employment change, or whether this is, spiritual change, because it's also very spiritual. It is very, very spiritual, and you are transforming. You are transforming from whatever it is. Your third eye is opening. You're becoming more sensitive. You're becoming more sensitive to the world around you. You begin to notice things. You're probably noticing dreams, patterns, those type of things. You keep seeing these things, and you're noticing things that are going to happen. And as a result, this is going to have an effect on your employment. It's going to have an effect on your employment, but it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be a positive thing. Do not be afraid of it. And also, like I said, don't be afraid of it. And you need to be calm. Be calm. Because you got calcite, you need to be calm. And with this, I could see a rose. So, when I see a rose, you need to be, calm. And once again, this also says, all chakras are going a little bit tandem, When I see a rose, I think of love. I think of love, and I think of hope. So, you don't need to be afraid of it. Of this transformation. You do not need to be afraid of it. Because it's all, coming into alignment. And we can tell by all these cards. You got calmness. You got the perfection of you. You got a blessing on the senses. And you got the scarab. So spiritually, between this month, this full moon, and the next full moon, you're definitely going to be doing some transforming in regards to your abilities and in regards to your third eye. And you're going to be seeing things. You're going to have premonitions of things. And I do think there's some sort of connection with work. So it's got something to do with work. Could be a work change, or you're foreseeing something at work. It could be even getting a raise or something like that. But it's something to do with work. Alright, let's read what you have here. Dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow the inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in times for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in the profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the sympathy of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will take you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock, loving you always. Once again, it's to do with your third eye. It's got to do with your third eye. Spiritually, you are transforming. You're getting more powerful. You're getting pretty much a boot up the bottom, in regards to your third eye. Your third eye is well and truly opening between now and the next month. Next full moon. All right. If you choose this crystal, this reading is for you. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I'm going to actually put this down a bit. I'll try something new, guys, because so many cards here, it's a bit hard to look at all of them. All right. From what I'm seeing, here, that you're going to have a very bright future. That you have, a shining future. You've got a bright future coming, for you. And there's definitely something to do with family. It's got something to do with your family. In particular, like this is your family. And what I mean by your family, I mean people below you. And what I mean by people below you, or lower than you, I am talking about children. Because that's a big aspect in here as well, is children. Because I am seeing children. I'm seeing children, and your future does involve children. So the aspects which are here, is to do with your future, and it's got something to do with a journey, with travel. So whatever it is, it's got something to do with a journey. I don't know if it's like the journey of motherhood or a journey of being a mother. But this is something that you enjoy. However, you do not give yourself credit. You do not give yourself credit. You do not give yourself a break. You know, you're very, very stressed out. Like, although you've got this, you know, shining future ahead of you, but you're not giving yourself a break. And you need to, you know, you need to love yourself. Because how can you love others if you don't love yourself? And you seem to be having that issue, and you need to be pretty much kind on yourself. You got to be kind on yourself. You cannot, you know, be harsh on you or hard on yourself, because your future is bright. And, you know, it is a journey. It is a journey with you and your family, you and your children. And, you know, we can tell that, you know, with these cards. Like, you know, you got the Man-Bon and the May-Bon for shining, hope, and future. So we know it's something to do with the future, and it's probably going to be very fortunate, you know, for you. And, you know, once again, you need to, you know, love yourself. How can you love others without properly loving yourself? And as I said, you know, it's got something to do with kids. It's got something to do with children. So I don't know whether you have like postnatal depression and you're feeling, oh, I'm a bad mother. How can I do this? My children deserve better than me. I'm crap at being a mom. You know, pretty much like I said, postnatal depression. Because, like I said, it's something to do with children. We can tell it is for the children. So children are involved. And I say this journey is probably raising those kids. Because I see here, you know, it's a sacred journey. It's a sacred journey, and also you've got travel. We could tell with both the sacred journey that you've got the Giza Plateau. You have the Giza Plateau. And you got Kerr's side, which is for travel. So I'll say it's like the journey of, you know, motherhood. It's definitely with motherhood. And I say at the moment you're probably down the dumps about it. You've probably just had a child. And like I said, you're going through a bad time because you think you're a crap mum. Or a crap dad. But because of all these images around here, I keep thinking it is a woman. So if it's a man, men also can have postnatal depression as well. I know a lot of people don't think that, but men can have it as well. So if you're a man, it could be applying to you. And I'll say you've been also juggling things as well. You know, you're juggling being a mum or being a dad or being a parent in general. You know, and work. That you are juggling it. You probably want to like do work full time and you're moonlighting, you know, as a mum or a parent. Once again, you can tell by this card that it's something to do with that. And whatever guilt you're feeling, you know, you're feeling very down, you're feeling very depressed, you need to be kind to yourself. You really need to be kind for yourself. And we could definitely tell, you know, you got to be kind to yourself and you got to be gentle with yourself. We could tell by these two cards. We could tell by this one. And we could tell by this one. You know, you need to love yourself, but you need to be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it. You know, because it's all going to be good. It's a journey. And it's a sacred journey. What's more sacred than raising kids? So definitely this has got to do with raising children. Alright, let's read what this has for you. Dearest one, and for you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your dreams count, and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous power to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. See, once again, they're talking about magic seed pods, glowing in a basket. Look at the potential. I think when they're talking about the seed pods and talking about the potential, they're talking about your kids. This is definitely, with me, it's screaming at your kids. That this person, this is for you. You are recently become a parent. And you've really been really tough on yourself. And that's the reason why I can think of postnatal depression. Think about the future. Give yourself a break. Love yourself. And be kind to yourself. Yes, you make mistakes. There is no manual being a parent. It's learn as you go. Learn as you go. That's how parenthood works. So, yeah, this is definitely dealing with kids. So, congratulations. But be kind to yourself. Be kind. Parenthood is never easy. It's never meant to be easy. So, just be kind to yourself, okay? Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, if you choose this crystal, this reading is for you. Okay, this is another one dealing with families. Now, something to do, this is once again dealing with families. And I say you're having problems with your relationship with your partner. But you need to give him a break, You got to give him a break. Or her a break. You got to have someone to have a break. Because you need to, once again, you need, to give your relationship a chance. So I say you're having relationship problems. And once again, like I said, it's got to do with your family. Once again, like I said, it's definitely, family. There's love in your family. There's a lot of love. And I think you probably, you're having difficulties with your partner. But you need to give your relationship, more of a chance. and pretty much stop being judgmental. I think you might be judging your significant other, significantly. Because once you free yourself from judging him, you can give, your love to your partner. Because whatever it is, whatever this distrust you have with your partner, it is toxic. It is toxic, and you need to, get rid of it. You need to get rid of the toxicity, of your relationship, or what you're judging about. I don't know whether you think the partner is cheating on you, or your partner's not worthy of you. But you need to let go of being judgmental. You need to detoxify yourself. You need to give your whole, family a chance. But it's money to do like with your spouse. Your spouse and your family, you need to, like I said, give your family, a chance. Give them, give them love. Because once again, that's the thing is also a lot to do with love. You need vitality as well. A lot of energy. And also, I think this next month, because I think whatever this issue is, it's got something rooted in money. It's definitely got something, probably dealing with money, and that's the reason why you're having this distrust or this judgment. I don't know whether you're thinking that your spouse is, not getting enough money. But things are going to clear up during next month, and you're going to find ways to get money. Or you're going to find also, they have the energy to gain money. All right. Because we know you need to free yourself from judgment. Because you got this card, and this signifies that you got, issues with judgment. And once again, you need to, let go. Because this card's also very green, and the thing what comes through in my mind is that envy. I don't know whether envy is coming into this. You might be envious. Don't be. As I said, it's got to do with your family. And like I said, as I said, once again, dealing with your family. You got to give them a break, guys. Financially, things are going to, work out. Whatever it is, financially, things are going to work out for you. Once you give your energy to it, to the relationship, you're going to get love. Because you got to have for you. Alright, let's read this card for you. Dearest you, we are sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of your goals, and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune in the vibrations of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments. The gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet comments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? Once again, we're talking about love here. We're talking about love. And, faith. Have faith in your relationship. Once you free yourself from judgment, then you're free to love. You can open up with that love. Open that love towards your family. And you have the energy to do that. Because while you are in this bit of a rut or this jealousy, it's just being toxic. We can tell by this. You got bloodstone. It's being toxic. It's poisoning this relationship. You need to get rid of it. Okay. Let's go to the next cards. If you choose this crystal, then this reading is for you. Okay. Something telling me, I think you have just met someone. You've probably been observing that there's something there, but you don't know what to do. And I definitely think that this is for a woman. And this is to do with a male influence. So it's someone to do with a male. Because there's masculine, energy here. There's definitely masculine. And I think in the past, you probably were hurt. You were hurt in past relationships. I wouldn't be too surprised if you've been a victim of domestic violence. But you need to, free yourself. Because it is safe. It is safe to open yourself up again. It is safe. And I think, personally, if you are a victim of domestic violence, that explains why you've been very observant. Is that you're being cautious. You were stung once, but you're not quite sure whether this man is right for you. And you're probably thinking, should I, shouldn't I? Last person I let in really hurt me. I don't know. But with this particular person, from what I'm seeing, whoever you're meeting between now and the next full moon, from what I see, they only got good intentions towards you. And it's going to help. Excuse me. It's going to help balancing yourself out. It's going to help, with balance. And you need to pretty much open yourself up as well. You need to open your heart. Because when you open your heart and speak what you want to say, things are going to be, easy on yourself. Because, your spirit guides are, saying it's okay, it's fine, it's really okay. It's okay to love again. We could definitely tell all this by your cards. Like, we know you have been observant. Because we'll tell you've got that card. That you have been observant. You've been observing people. The cunning woman. Because you have to be cunning. Because the reason why you have to be cunning was because you were hurt. In past relationships, you were hurt. You were hurt pretty bad. And I really reckon it would have been some form of domestic violence. However, it is safe. It is safe. It is safe, now to open your heart. It is safe. And as I said, there's something to do with a male. So open yourself up to a male. So once again, as I said, this is definitely for a man. And you definitely got the blessings, of your spirit guides or of people higher up. Because you've also got this one as well. Okay, let's read this other card for you. Alright. Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creation of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence, but the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through your eyes. Allow things to be as they are, without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all of its flawlessness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others to be who they are too. Imperfect and human, complex or simple, it doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience and love. When you drop the need for the ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable, loving you like crazy. So, once again, it ties back into this. That, you're looking for perfection. You're looking for someone who is, the perfect guy. And you're not quite sure. Because, once again, as I said, in your past, you were a victim of domestic violence. And that's the reason why you've been very observant and you've been very silent. You've been keeping yourself to yourself. And somebody has probably come into your life, but you're not really quite sure whether to open yourself up. Because you're hurt, and you don't want to get hurt again. And you're being very, very particular on who you're letting in. But you need to allow yourself to open your heart and open your throat, to speak what you want to speak. To say what you need to say. And express your love. Because your spirit guides, people higher up, they're blessing it. They're blessing it. Okay. That's the readings for this full moon. If you guys really like this reading, my Etsy page is down below, so please feel free to go on there if you wish to have a private reading. And I think because this is the first time I've done a reading with this many cards, I think for private readings I probably will do only 3 decks instead of doing the whole lot like I did today, because some of them were getting me a little bit confused. So but you choose which 3 decks you want me to choose, and I'll be more than happy to use them. So yeah, if you like this channel, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and blessed be.